like to be in your midst. If there's any engagement that should attract my attention and my interest, it should be this. Because this has a direct bearing on my mandate. The issue of fiscal rascality and resource misgovernance is a major problem in Nigeria. And we must hold on to that. Illicit financial flows is an issue of great national concern, considering its impact on the security and economic social well-being of Nigeria. When I look at the way our resources are being managed, it gives a great concern. And I'd like to commend the Public Accounts Committee of both houses of the National Assembly for the great work they do. When the House Committee came to pay us a courtesy visit, we agreed on the way to move forward, on the need for regular engagement. And I challenge them that it's important for us. Let us start with ourselves. Let's start with ourselves. We're carrying out an agency or commission-wide investigation of the extractive industry, particularly the oil and gas industry. In the last 3 weeks, what we have discovered is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. And it's just at the peripheral. I just opened the books. I just started. I tell you, anywhere I go outside Nigeria, when I look at them, I look the way they run their system. We don't have any business borrowing money in this part of the world. We don't. Countries that only live on tax. But because their revenue is well managed, transparently and accountably, they survive. They survive. Everywhere you turn to in Nigeria is natural resources. Everywhere you turn to, everywhere. But our ability to ensure transparency in resource management, accountability in resource management. This is for the people, and let the people have the opportunity to make use of it. That's all. That's all we need. And that's where your work lies, sir. I don't envy you, and I've read that you don't envy me too. We need to do this work, and we'll do it. We will succeed. Nigeria will get out of this mess. If we are resolute, The administration we have now is the best opportunity. If we miss it now, I pity Nigeria. If we miss it under this administration, and we have every opportunity to make things right. Let's put politics aside for once in our lifetime. Let's put ethnicity aside. There's a very strong connection between the issue of mismanagement of our resources and insecurity. Very strong connection between mismanagement of our resources and all the menaces you see all over the place. Banditry, kidnapping, and all the stuff you see. I did analysis when I was secretary in the Efcc to the commission. And I placed the analysis before the National Assembly during my Senate confirmation. What was stolen in Nigeria in 1 year, that 90% of it ended abroad. I gave an analysis of how many hospitals that we can build, millions of students that we can train from primary to the tertiary level, and so on and so forth. And so, if we're able to in 1 year manage our resources potentially, particularly the area of capital budget, if you can do, let's assume, if you can be resolute and do 60% of the execution of our capital budget in Nigeria in between 2025 and 2026, we'll be fine. We'll have infrastructure to empower medium and small scale industries. That's what we need. Last month alone, I was in about 3, 4, or 5 countries, chasing our resources all over the place. Because the session I'm supposed to speak is on missing financial flows. I got to a place, somebody told me, I met an ambassador of a country there, and he told me, look, they have an estate that they are trying to give me, details on, and it's owned by Nigeria. You know the country? Iceland. Iceland. I said, Iceland again. Of all places again? We're talking of America, we are talking of Europe, we are talking of Turkey, we are talking of Iceland. I'm not sure there's any country under this heaven that doesn't have Nigerian resources, where people have stolen our money and assets. Now we are in this era of cryptocurrency again. I'm chasing assets all over the place, buildings, money in accounts, cryptocurrency. That one is more terrible. You know my position, sir, over this is financial flow. Let us block our leakages. There is no amount of capacity I develop, effort I put in place, that I will be able to recover half of what I've stolen from Nigeria. That is the reality. No matter how provisions you are, those countries don't want to let go, and they will not let go. They will not. They will not. I was telling them at the United Nations Forum in December, I said, look, in our place, under our laws, and I know not a lot of international conventions, the custodian of stolen assets is as guilty as the one that has stolen the money. They were not happy. They were grumbling with me. When I finished my talk, one of them said 2 times with me. I didn't care. Yeah, and I said, after the fact. So if you are holding on to our assets, we will look at you with the eyes that we look at the person who has stolen the assets from Nigeria, even though they are our own people. So it is that time we came together and said we can plug some of these leakages. There is no country you go in the world that they will allow their resources to be picked or to be taken out of their jurisdiction the way we allow it in Nigeria. Go to any country, whatever you want to bring in, they will allow you to bring it in. But for you to take out, even with your legitimate investment, is a problem. It's a problem. We have over 700 federal FDAs. I don't know what the capacity of the 2 houses to investigate all these FDAs. If we don't build internal trust-based processes that can checkmate leakages, how many books are you going to look at, sir? We had the story of your discovery on the, it's not your committee, on the NNPC. Okay. We are still grappling with that. There are some that are worse than NNPC. Yeah. That's number one. We are talking about compliance. The same country, we are complaining, things are bad. We are doing this work, we see people who have stolen our money. We have shown you evidence. We have traced where the money went to. We are in court already. You start celebrating them all over the place. Does it even show that we are serious at it? Put sentiment apart, put politics apart. We are talking of rescuing the soul of Nigeria. Forget about me, forget about the members of this committee, forget about other law enforcement agencies doing this work passionately. I will do my bit and move on. Even in the National Assembly, you will serve one day, you will leave the place. The system remains. What are we going to hand over to the people coming behind us? Nobody wants to comply. Even when we are saying that we must comply, the same system, the same people will vitiate you. Don't mind them. Invite somebody for a statement. The whole world, you are under pressure. Let us learn from the little places of compliance. Little places of compliance. I don't like to talk too much because I don't want to give out what I don't have to give out. Then again, I'm going to conclude like this. I will beg the National Assembly. I've been begging for the past 1 year. I will still continue to beg, sirs. Help me pass unexplained wealth law. Unexplained wealth law. There has been a bill, the last assembly. It was thrown out. The bill is still there. I will represent it. So that we make every Nigerian accountable for what you have. I have facts, I have evidence, I have statistics, I have things that I can't say. Look, the moment I'm not able to establish a predicate offense is a problem. When there is an evidence to show that this one has been working in the particular ministry for 20 years, and I've given you the statistics of all the salaries, and I'm presenting to you that the same person owns 5 houses, 2 in Betama, 3 in Asokoro. You are still telling me to go and bring predicate offenses? But if the help me pass the unpaid wet order, that one is strict liability. The moment that you are living beyond your means of livelihood. Honorable Salam, this is your plot. I look at it. It's made in Austria. I look at your salary. All your allowance is put together as an honorable member. In 3 months, you can't afford to buy it. From here, I will drag you to my office. When I write this note. And I know from there you will remove it as a take chairman, take. I don't want to allow. All the women, all my sisters in the house now, if I ask you to bring your jewelries, and I value it. On the serious note, we need to get to that point. We are every Nigerian is made accountable for what you have. Not until we do that, we won't get it right. No matter the things we do together and all of that, there will always be an escape route. So on this note, I want to commend you, sir, for what you are doing. We will get there. Let's be resolute. Forget about the distractions on social media. They will abuse us. All this one you are doing, and they will abuse you. I'm used to it. Forget about it. Let's be focused. We will get there. We will make Nigeria great. We will make Nigeria proud again. Thank you very much.